More breaking news for you because that is what we do here on Transfer Portal Palooza. Texas Tech wide receiver Micah Hudson has officially entered the transfer portal. This is not a surprise. This is something that our guys reported prior, but Matt Denitz is now officially confirming that he is in the transfer portal. 1 year at Texas Tech, former five-star player. Now what?
You know, there was not very many Saturdays that went by on social media that the question, where is Micah Hudson? Why is he not playing? He was the highest rated recruit that Texas Tech has ever signed. There was so much excitement when he committed, and then when they held on to him, he is going to have a big-time market. Whatever went wrong in Lubbock, we won't never know. Maybe it just was he wasn't ready. But Micah Hudson was a five-star receiver coming out of high school for a reason, a productive receiver in the state of Texas. I anticipate he is going to have a number of schools that are going to make him a very heavy priority, and he's going to have his pick of the litter when it's all said and done because the talent, it was only 1 year. The talent is still there, and we've seen it. You know, we've talked about Barry Alexander. We saw it even with Jaden Rashada last year, where you can do it after your freshman year, and there's still going to be a lot of schools that want you because the talent didn't just disappear all of a sudden. Maybe it just wasn't the right fit. Maybe you just needed a change of scenery, and you needed to be somewhere else where there was less pressure. You know, keep in mind that when you are the highest rated player the school's ever seen, there's the expectation that you're going to come in and be an impact player and be the most dynamic player to put on this uniform. We saw it last year with Dante Moore when he went to UCLA, the highest rated player that they had ever signed under Chip Kelly. And really in 20 plus years, he had some flashes of brilliance followed by some moments of very limited success. But the pressure to be the guy that comes in with that attention, it doesn't always get worn by the player all that well. So Micah Hudson may just need to go somewhere where he's not going to be the guy. There's not the perception that you're going to come in and change the program you get here. There's going to be plenty of teams that want him.
Our portal rankings team has ranked him a 93, which is technically in the four-star range. And so the way that my simple brain works is less than a year ago, we projected him as a five-star player. 1 year after playing in college football, he is a four-year player or four-star player. You mentioned the lack of production and all the things that could have potentially added to that, but how did he affect his market by playing at Texas Tech 1 year?
Well, and I think that's the issue is that you were at Texas Tech and you didn't make the impact. You would have thought if you're at an Ohio State, it's understandable. You go to Ohio State, you got Jeremiah Smith, you have Emeka Egbuka, you have Carnell Tate, Brandon Ennis, you have all these guys, so you're just stuck in traffic. All right, you're in the back of you don't have the pole position, you're in the back. That's why you didn't crack. When you go to Texas Tech, there was no real comps to him from a physical standpoint, and you couldn't crack the rotation or make an impact with very limited bodies in the receiver room. So that goes to the question. Was there something more to it? Was it an injury? Was it character concerns? None of that we know. But what was keeping him from being the impact player that he was expected to be at a school that didn't have many impact players blocking his path to the receiver room?
Let's bring on our friend Chris Hummer, who has been breaking news all afternoon, but we want to get some more perspective, Chris, on some of this news. Micah Hudson is officially in the transfer portal. Again, not a surprise. You guys have reported days ago that that was the intention, but what are you hearing in terms of what could be next for Micah Hudson?
Yeah, Micah Hudson's not going to lack options. There's a lot of teams that are going to be in the mix for him. I think some early ones to keep an eye on include Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Oregon, maybe even Ohio State. But I would keep an eye on the Longhorns. He grew up 30 minutes away from Austin and Temple, Texas. Texas was a big factor in his recruitment, even while he was committed to Texas Tech. And that's a position Texas needs to improve on. But I know a lot of schools are going to be in that mix, even including that group in addition to that. So he's going to be a very popular guy.